Yes, hello everyone and welcome to the Sisaundra Show. Put your remote down because you have turned to the #1 destination of pure entertainment. Some good tea and just a great time. So I need y'all to get all comfy, grab that bubbly beverage, and let's get this show started! Let's get it started! Yeah! Whew! Y'all know what time it is. We just talked about it. It is not offering time. It is tea time. So let's get into this hot, steamy tea, y'all. Nicki Minaj just keeps breaking barriers. So this time around, reports came out saying that Pink Friday 2 has become the highest grossing tour in female rap history. In history, y'all. Now that's amazing. She just continues to prove herself every single time. Come on, Nicki Minaj. Next. So, let's give up hope on a new Rihanna album, y'all. So, Rihanna just did an interview stating that she is ready for another baby. I mean, she's had 2, right? So, she's ready for 3. And she wants what? A baby girl at that. Now, although I love that for her, we are so ready for a new album, right? It has been such a long time, Riri, and we miss your music. Come on with it. All right, let's move on. So, if you don't know, now you know. Don Lemon and his lover has officially tied the knot. They posted their wedding and everything on social media. So if you haven't seen it, y'all go check it out. He is a married man. Now, I think y'all been confusing Don Lemon with the other guy. I forget his name, but y'all remember they had that whole dramatic fiasco going on where he had an affair with a woman on TV. So everybody's thinking that that's Don having the affair, but it's not. Don got married to his husband this weekend. And the other guy, yeah, we don't know what's going on. We'll catch up with them later. All right, next story. Hello. Listen, y'all, city girls are down. So JT and Miss Carisha, please herself, has been going back and forth on social media. And this is so sad to me because they came into the industry as sisters and made all this music together just for them to have some kind of falling out and bring it to the internet. Y'all heard me, I said internet. I hate that for them. Y'all, let's keep family business in the family. Take us out the group chat, please. Y'all need to keep this between yourselves. Work it out. So the whole craziness, we'll talk about it a little later, but I heard Santana name up in there. It's a whole bunch of drama going on. So let's move on to this next story. So social media has labeled Pastor Mike Todd as petty for blasting a staff member for resigning. Now, pastors aren't perfect, y'all. The man was obviously in his feelings and needed the congregation to vent. Amen? So, he said on social media that, after being here for 6 years, you don't have more to say to me except God called you to do something else. So everybody's like, hey, why are you even bothering this person? They're gone, leave it alone. So what I'm gonna do is, y'all, we got somebody special here today. They're gonna come out and talk to us a little bit about all these stories. So we're gonna move on, and just remember, we are tabling Pastor Mike. All right, so Beyonce always knows what she's doing. So Rumi, am I saying it right? Rumi, don't y'all get mad. Carter is officially the youngest female artist to ever appear on Billboard Hot 100. She has officially taken the title away from her big sister, Blue Ivy. These Carter kids, y'all, they're about to be set for life. No, they already set for life. She is just setting them up even more so. So y'all check out Rumi and this new music that's out and #1 on Billboard. That's insane. All right, next story. I need some music. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all, we got breaking news. So the breaking news is that a mother and father of Michigan school shooter Ethan Crumbley receives a 10 to 15-year prison sentence. Now, this is a rare instance for parents to be held accountable for their child's actions, but they labeled it as neglect and the catastrophic outcome that it led to. Ooh. So this is really crazy. We're going to talk about that a little bit more because this kid is saying that he tried to tell his parents he was having problems. He tried to talk to them so that they would have intervention, and they didn't. And then they bought the gun, unfortunately, and the gun was what? The gun is the one that he drew in the picture and described before he went and unalived all these students at the school. Insane. So listen, y'all, I don't know what time it is where you are, but I know somewhere in this world that it is 5 o'clock somewhere. So joining me to sip and spill is our girl, Carla. Carla, come on out. Ooh, hello there. Hey, beautiful. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. You're looking fabulous as usual. Come on now. Oh, everything is going on. We got a lot to talk about.
Okay, well, let's talk about it because I'm ready.
So first, before we go to talk about everything that's going on, I want to hear about this show you had in Atlanta.
Listen, it was so amazing. So I got booked to do Let Laurel Testify as stand-up comedy, right, with music, but in a corporate conference setting.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh my goodness, it was so purposeful.
Really?
And it was so amazing. Like, it was a really, really, really good. So,
well, congratulations to you. You just growing.
I'm talking about them wings that's spreading her, and I'm
large territory.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. All right. So listen.
What we got?
Let's talk about Pastor Mike Todd.
You know what? See,
Come on.
No. How much can we talk about this?
Well, let's see.
What you got?
Because Mike Todd was venting about a church member resigning and did not have nice things to say at all. What's your thought on this?
I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Because, you know, everybody knows I'm a church baby.
Yes.
I have a different perspective. I think we got to be honest. People don't like Mike Todd no more. Okay?
You just said it like
it is. I mean, after the Spitgate, he kind of lost a community of melanated people.
Yes.
Okay? So if you did not see the sermon yourself, they will highlight and take things out. Now, did he probably say something he shouldn't have? Absolutely, because he's Michael Todd.
And
I feel like he's
that,
just
right?
a human. Yeah, one thing I like about him is he's a human being. He literally talks out how he feels, what he's done wrong, where he's failed, what has happened. So if he did have a moment, I'm sorry. I'm not condoning it, but he is being very consistent to who he has always been.
Okay, so he's just showing us
He's just showing us who he is. He's a very
time.
honest person.
So when you talk about Spitgate, if some of you don't understand or know about that, what he did was he was doing a demonstration in the Bible where God took the clay and wiped,
Yep, he took the spit in the, this is what Jesus did.
Yep.
Okay, he tried to reenact it with his brother on stage in real life in 2024, and he spit in his hand and put it on the man's face, and the world went separate, okay? And so people stopped dealing with him. Now, it was a disgusting illustration. However, it did reach more homes and more people's platforms.
It did, but it just made us feel disgusting.
Did it feel disgusting all the way, or did people get a little glimpse of what it is he was trying to do? Because now people know Jesus did that story.
Yes, people do know that.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's like a catch-22.
But he said himself that it was gross.
He did, and what else did he do? He apologized.
Yes.
He came back. He went to therapy. He did all of these things.
He needed to do all of that.
He talked about all of these things in the forefront. So all I'm saying is, he's learning in front of all of us. And I'm not condoning everything that he's doing, but I will condone the fact that he's being consistently himself. I think it's grace.
It reminds me of that song, as God gives me grace.
Come on, run this race. And somebody has to do it, because here's another thing too, to his point. He's done more good
than bad.
Ooh. But we have let the disgusting moment outlive the millions of dollars. He is our Oprah. Remember Oprah said, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Oh, Mike, you get a church, you get a church, you get a church.
He's giving away all
You
the
get
churches.
a conference, you get a conference. I come do this. He's done so many things.
And now people are closing doors on him, he says.
That's supposed
people that he's done conferences for,
but
people he's prayed for, given money to.
But I have never seen the righteous forsaken.
Nor
his seed begging for
bread.
bed. So if y'all
All right.
are closing those doors on him, only new ones are gonna open. So I have a different take on it.
Okay.
I got a different take on Michael.
Well, let's move away from Spitgate and talk about
please.
what he did, because he was venting about a church member resigning and did not have the nice things to say. So the thoughts on that is, if you were a member of a church and you decided that you didn't want to be there anymore, and you shared with the pastor, hey, pastor, I'm going to be leaving. God has, sent me somewhere else, or has assigned me somewhere else. You don't think that's enough to tell your pastor?
I think
You think that's enough? Our audience say that's enough.
I think that's common courtesy. To be quite honest, I think you should. People don't even do that.
Right, they just leave.
So they just leave. So the fact that the person did say something, I give them 5 points for that. But
and
again,
the person was on staff. She was on staff.
Now we're talking about leader leaving leader.
Yes.
Now it is a lot more personal. He's done things with this person. They've seen things. They've experienced things. They're gonna be in the trenches all the time. But it's the same way when I leave my job. I really can't resign from my job and just talk bad about everybody and do whatever.
It's so
all
true.
over social media.
And everything should be done as my
everything
mom used
should
to
be
say.
done decently in order.
Decent?
So
Okay, don't you make me
I'm not
scream.
condoning what this man has
Decency
done or is
and in order.
doing. But where's the HR? I'm not being funny. I want to do this. Where's the HR for the body of Christ? Where's the policy and procedures? Who do we hold
It's in the
accountable?
Word.
Is it in the word? But who's holding them accountable for it? Because
when you're a pastor, do you take advantage of being in a power position? Y'all, we got to go to commercial. We'll be right back. We're going to be talking about Pastor Mike Todd when we get back. Don't go nowhere. Hey, Carla's in the house. Yes, hello and welcome back to the Sisaundra Show. Y'all, I am sitting here with my girl, Carla, and she is just giving us all the business about what's happening in the world, in the tea world. So listen, in a bonus episode of Quiet on Set, if y'all seen Quiet on Set, new information and allegations against former Nickelodeon producer Dan Snyder and former Nickelodeon dialogue coach Brian Peck are coming to light. So Drake Bell came out sharing his thoughts after watching the show and how his mother received a ton of backlash for the actions that happened to him. Now, do you think his mother deserves all this backlash? I mean,
this is just so sad.
It is so sad.
Because it affects so many people.
Yes.
And you're talking about children.
Yes.
You're talking about children on a huge platform, Nickelodeon.
This was a huge show. My children watched it.
Everybody, we grew up on it, right? We're thinking this is an amazing opportunity, and to now know that this is what was happening behind the scenes.
It changes everything.
It changes literally everything. And so to the main point, does the mom deserve this? I'm going to call it. I don't think so. I don't think she deserves this level of backlash because let's go back to the moment in which she made those decisions. Does that make sense? I don't think she would have knowingly left her child or put him in
Well, that's
this.
what her son says. Her son says, my mom didn't know. They were so manipulative.
You see what I'm saying?
They were so good at the way they hid the SAing of these actors and actresses that
it wasn't like she knew she was dropping her child off into a detrimental situation.
Yes.
So I don't feel like she deserves that backlash. And I just feel sorry for everybody in that story.
Yes.
That's just very touchy for me. So it's just like.
It is. I feel you.
That's
it's
a lot.
Very, very touchy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, I mean, the whole thing about it is he also says that he just couldn't bring himself to tell his mother about it.
Yeah.
So if you don't communicate with your mom or your dad or somebody close to you what's going on with you, they won't always know.
Absolutely.
I know my parents didn't know everything.
Fact.
And people might blame them for some of the stuff that might have happened to me when I was younger, but they didn't know.
It's not their fault. Right.
It's not their
fault. And
fault.
I didn't tell them.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things too as children. You think you're protecting your parent.
Yes.
As well. So
and you're like, I would be so embarrassed for my family to see me that way. Or so I mean, these young kids had to make adult decisions.
That's why I just feel like the story is just it's too much to pick at.
It's so sad.
It's too much.
It's so sad. They were very obsessive with them as children. Have you seen any of it yet, the show?
I'm a crybaby.
Ooh.
So there's some things like I'm not a documentary person. I'm really not. Because it's just like, yes, that's your truth. And yes, I'm glad you're able to speak about it.
Yes.
However,
but Carla, what if it had been your child?
How? I can't tell you what I would do on this show, child. Hello? I can't talk to you about my response if that was my baby. I don't care if it was 37 decades ago. Somebody gonna see about me again.
No, I feel you.
You see what I mean? Again,
Yes.
especially when now the truth has come out.
Yes.
You see, I never would have known. That's why I do. I guess the word for me today is grace.
Grace.
Because it's just a lot to be poking into when we were
Yes.
not there when they made their executive decisions. Now we're looking at the aftermath.
Yes.
That's not
And the aftermath
fair. And
is
the aftermath is
impacting everyone.
Yeah.
Although he says that he's been to counseling
I'm
and he's in
sure.
a better space.
Yeah.
It took a long time for him to be able to even talk about it himself.
Yeah, because we think therapy erases things. No,
Therapy, it doesn't erase
it. Doesn't
it.
erase
It
it.
just gives you
It just
coping.
gives you coping mechanisms
Yes.
for when now you know your triggers, so now how you can walk through those things.
Correct.
But it doesn't erase it.
It doesn't erase it. You live with that.
You live with that.
unfortunately.
Woo!
Woo!
That was a lot.
Child, did we say woo at the same time?
We did.
That was a lot to unpack.
was a lot to unpack.
All right, so let's move on to this next story.
Okay.
The mother and father of the
Mm-hmm.
Michigan shooter, Ethan Crumley, received a 10 to 15-year prison
Oh,
sentence.
they
You remember?
put the parents on.
Yes.
Oh, I know you lying. Is this the first time they did this in history? Because I ain't
It
never
is
heard.
rare.
Oh.
So this is a very rare case. So do
Okay.
you think the parents should serve the time for their child? I mean, the child is going to jail too, but underage.
Is this Ethan? Is that his name?
That's Ethan, and that's his parents.
Okay, well, if you read the whole story, Ethan showed signs of having mental illness and having a problem.
He said
They
he
said he
told
came to
them.
school and told people, my parents not listening to me. I've been having dreams about killing people.
Yes.
He said they did a terrible assignment where it was all these things. He
Yes,
talked
and
about how
yes.
fascinated he was with the gun.
Yes.
I say all that to say is there were key things that these two parents,
Didn't,
missed.
or they saw it and
Or
didn't
they
care.
saw and did not
Because
care,
he
or whatever
said
the
they
case
don't
may
care.
be. And that's what that baby said. And so, yes, they should serve the time. Yes,
Because
they
they
should
got
go.
them for neglect.
Because
call it
that is,
neglect.
you want to know what it's called? It's called neglect.
Yes.
That's what that is.
What is that called, child?
If neglect it needed a poster child,
They are the pictures.
not being funny.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they really they dropped the ball. They
Big
dropped
time,
the ball.
And 4 people lost their lives
4
at that school.
But
that
he
day.
still damaged more than that. It was like 6 or
Yes.
7 that just had gunshots.
Yes.
Like, there's a problem here. And he literally did that because he wanted help.
Yes. And he said his parents wouldn't help him.
And his parents wouldn't help him.
So,
Yeah, they didn't go to jail.
yep, they
I'm
in there.
sorry. I'm so sorry. to
They
talk
serving the
about y'all
time.
like that, but
10 to 15
I'm
years,
so
y'all.
sorry. Yeah,
10 to 15 years.
that's
Woo.
a lot.
So, girl, Riri said she ready to undergo some surgery and get her boobs back to her shoulders after she drops her third child.
I was about to say, I thought you wanted the baby. Which one is it?
Come on, after the third child, she want them up to her shoulders. Now, some people understand and some don't, but I don't think people realize just how much children change your entire body.
Your life
Yes.
inside and out.
Yes.
I feel like, Rihanna, do what you want to do.
Ooh.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah, she says she doesn't want to get like implants. She just want to get them
lift.
lifted.
Honey, it don't matter how much you lift them, honey. It's gravity, honey.
Ah!
So do what you want to do.
Gravity is
honey.
bringing us down.
Do what you want to do, but them things gonna drop, honey.
But you know what? I think it's cool though. At least you'll have had her babies. And y'all, when babies breastfeed, it's the most beautiful thing you ever want to.
Lies you tell.
Stop it, Carla!
Lies you tell, honey.
Carla!
Honey, I felt like a cow. What camera? Honey, I say, get this baby off of me. He's done enough. Get him about it.
Baby.
Oh,
But when they
no.
latch on.
Oh, no, it was excruciating pain.
The
Get off of
audience
me.
is giving us feedback. I love it.
No.
No?
Maybe,
Yes or no?
Maybe it was beautiful.
Yes.
Honey.
Yes. Okay.
Now for this new age mama, get this baby off of me. Put this baby down.
Now, for someone who loves their child so much, I'm dying
I
laughing
know.
at you right now.
You would think, because that's we're almost
No,
one
I
person.
know.
But when it came to, nurse, ma'am, I ain't gonna be able to do this. I ain't gotta prove nothing to my
you
grandma.
didn't breastfeed at all?
What does he need? Because y'all need to take care of this here baby. I'm not, get him off of me.
Really?
I couldn't do it.
I was told that the colostrum and all that
Everything.
stuff that's in there
my
is...
mamas and my grandma and my mom, everybody talked all bad about me, and that's what you're supposed to do in the family. Honey, not this one. Get him a bottle and something similar, and we were going,
I am dying.
He took too much out of me.
So are you a Rihanna fan as far as her music?
Yeah, I love Rihanna.
So what are we
She's
going to do?
timeless.
She has not given us any music in such a long time.
But you know what I love about her?
What?
She's living her life like I feel like people are supposed to.
Yes.
And she's not letting anybody keep her in that box.
Oh,
because
not
we
at
are
all.
still talking about her, and all she's talking about is getting her boobs done.
We still
talking about
Right?
her having children. I feel like this is music. And I feel like at the end of I feel like this is music, and I like the way she's doing this,
Children
and
are
I
the
can
melodies
appreciate.
of our lives.
Stop.
I love it.
That's music.
So, boob job for Rihanna, boob job for you, boob job for you. Everybody gets a boob job that wants one. Thank you so much. I've been dying for one myself. I need
Are
one.
you serious?
Because I breastfed. I
So
breastfed all three of my children.
you are.
And honey,
You are a real
it
throwback.
reminds me of my grandma that used to sit on the couch and fold the towels, and grandma's breast was right down here to her. I feel like I'm on.
And you be sitting
if
there
I don't
like-
get them tied up to my chest like Rihanna,
Grandma,
don't
you
be
don't,
hanging.
you don't feel none of that down there. You don't want to lift them up at all.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like people should do whatever they want to do.
It's
That's
true.
What makes
It's
her
true.
happy.
I believe the same thing, Carla. I'm with you. Now,
yeah.
what you think about this situation with JT and Carisha? Do you know about that?
Okay. I want to. Somebody fix me. I'm
AKA
under the
Young
impression
Miami.
that when they came into the game, they was best friends. These are the city girls, right? Like these
Yes.
are the ones that came
Yes.
together from it.
Yes.
Ain't no excuse. They should have never took it to
Got
the
to
internet.
this
I'm mad
point.
at both of them. There's no excuse. It's too many people in y'all circle that y'all know. It's too many other ways y'all could have sat down. And at the end of the day, here's another thing that I'm learning too. They use their social media feeds because that drama get them paid.
I was gonna say.
So I
they
also
might
feel
be
like too,
doing
it might be just a little thing. If we look like we beefing, we still eating. But at this point, I would want them to say that because this looks terrible because
It does.
y'all came into the game together. Y'all made iconic music, whether people liked it or not. There's no reason why you make money like that and
It's so
get
true.
liked
I mean-
and then lose your best friends like that. I'm tired of seeing. That's what I'm just tired of seeing
I'm
that
tired
narrative.
of it too. We got to do
I don't think
better.
it's fair.
Even
Yeah.
Plies came out and said like
Yeah.
this just doesn't make sense.
It's too many people that could have pulled y'all together. It's too many ways somebody could have. I mean, think about it now. We're talking about city girls. We're talking about rich.
Yes.
We're talking about somebody could have literally bought y'all 2 different jets.
Yes.
Took y'all to a private island, sat down, and would have been nobody there, and y'all could have hashed that out. But y'all
Correct.
chose to thumb wrestle. So I'm choosing to believe that this is a marketing scheme.
Okay, I'm hoping so, Carla.
that y'all are making money off of this, and that everybody's going to kiss and make up and do another tour because everybody's going on tour this summer.
And then we're all going to be so happy because
then we're
gonna
come out to you
them like this.
Because that's your best friend. Stop playing with me.
Come on.
Like, we gotta just start putting things, just stand 10 toes down on loyalty.
Yes. What
and
is
stop
going
all
on with loyalty?
Man,
Is it just all for likes, y'all? Likes, comments, and shares?
I don't
Listen,
know.
girl, I always have such a good time talking to you.
Thank you for having
Keeping
me.
it real, like it IS is.
you.
Y'all, thank you so much for joining us here on the Sisaundra Show. We're going to say bye for now, but you know tomorrow we're going to be right back. Until then, y'all know what to do. Come on, scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Y'all, we got so much information for you right here on